What's good, YouTube? This will be my first video, and it just came across my mind and my spirit to just elaborate on what I'm seeing today in the black community. And it's been seen for a long time. It's a repetitive way of life that we all fall victim to. See, when I was younger, I grew up pretty good.
Hello. Did you get any? Hi. Did you get any of my messages or no?
But in this thing called life,
Okay.
we learn
Well,
our transgressions, that whatever direction that we're led to, as you get older and you grow wiser and learn more about yourself and learn how to control yourself, you learn that everything is based off the decisions you make for oneself. So, I made a lot of bad decisions in my life due to falling in line with the culture, the street culture, you know. Like, 'cause when we're young, that's all we see. We see the elders, which is young guys also at the time when we're little, when we're growing up. We don't look at them as like teenagers or what's their age time span. They're young too, so they're in the prime of their young life. But they become the influence, the everyday influences around the hood. You know, and normally it's the drug dealer. Normally it's the dude that's getting all the women. Normally it's the project kingpin. And for the little young girls, the project queen. So we grow up and time goes so fast and progresses. It does not wait for us, but we grow up in that, and it becomes like basically a day in the hood, a day in the life in the hood is like one day. You know what I'm saying? Every day you're going to see or hear about the same type of activities going on, and we grow accustomed to it. So we don't really think about progression. You know what I mean? We don't think about development. We don't think about things of that nature because it's not influence. It's not there. You know what I'm saying? It's not what we adjust to, like other kids that grows up, you know, in structured situations, structured households, and things of that nature. So it's our life. It becomes our life, our culture, what we know, what we see, and what we do, what we believe. You know what I mean? What we put our all in. And the majority of youngsters, and it's a very powerful and influential culture. As you can see, people that don't have anything to do with it or never came up with a struggle or anything, they want to be part of it. But I say that to say this: I'm 39 years old now, right? I'm 39 years old, and I made a lot of mistakes. I've been in the penitentiary, did all the messed up, I've been shot, you know what I'm saying? Did all the, sold drugs, did everything, and I'm 39 years old. And I be like, this culture, if you buy into it from your young age, you just wasting your time. Because when you get older, God willing, you look at life from a different perspective, and you're going to regret a little bit. You know what I mean? It's not good to regret, but you're going to regret a little bit because you're going to be like, it's more to life than this. And then everything that goes on starts to bother you as you become an old man, and you see a lot of young people that's living and leading the same way you live, doing the same things you've done. And you try to speak up about it, and you really can't do anything about it because the culture is so strong, it's so powerful that if you create sense in your mind, it does not matter because these young kids, they're in a prime of their young life while doing these things, and it's what's up. It's still the same it's still the same way it was when we was younger. Like, you know what I mean, coming up, like what's popular is still the same thing. You know what I mean? The person that get all the girls, the person that get all the money, the person that's the gangster, the hardest dude in the streets, gets the most, gets is the trump card, get everything. So, you know, when you made mistakes and you paid for your mistakes and you're feeling the full effect of your mistakes. Because listen, I'm a felon. I've been a felon since I was in my early 20s. And they say felonies don't affect felonies. Does, depending on what type of felony you have. I have an assault on a police officer. You mess around and get a felony like that, it's going to affect your financial history because people is going to be scared to hire you once they look up your background. Your background stays with you. So you looking at McDonald's and Burger King unless you side hustle and do things like that, like literally make a way. And it's not, I'm not saying that there's no way, but it's make things more difficult for you. And then you talk about the kids, man. These kids is killing each other every day because it's killing these days is fun. Like they look forward to bragging about what they do. It's sad, and it's 10 times or 20 times worse than when I was coming up. I can say that. I don't know, a lot of like people like to compare generations, but I'm like, this generation of youngsters and gangsters, of little thugs and whatever you want to call it, they're 20 times worse because at least we had a little bit of compassion for something or someone. These kids does not have any compassion for nothing, not even themselves. Like they look forward to it. And they be like, how did that happen? Because I'm like, because it's us. We did it. We did it. So we can't say nothing. These little kids be like, you can't say nothing to me if you did it. You bragged about it. I watched you coming up. You was the same exact way. I just breeded myself to be a bit more gangster than you. I'm outdoing how you was, and that's all it is. These little kids, these days is just outdoing the prior thugs, the prior gangsters, the prior whatever you want to call it. So, and it bothers me. So I said, you know what? In order for us to create a lane of change, we got to get on the same page. We got to stop praising this stuff because it's a lot of. I know people that lost their children. I remember I was in the midst of it, and those people was friends. Now we older, gray hair and everything, and they got kids, and they're losing their kids to the streets. So I'm like, it's a sad way, and it's a sad thing that we do to each other. But we need more people to start talking and try to give these kids direction, even no matter how hard they try. Because I believe in God, and I believe one could start 1,000, two could send 10,000 to the flight. So this is my first video. I don't know if anybody gonna watch it or see it, but that's just me. Peace out.